Good morning, I am Gerhard Mathangani with today's Sports Brief. We begin with good news for Alabama basketball fans. Head coach Nate Oates looks to be sticking around the program for a while. The university announced an agreement to a contract extension and a raise for Oates. The new deal will extend his current contract to 6 years and keep him as the leader of the program through the 2026-2027 season. Base salary and the talent fee are also going up, an increase to $3.2 million per year. Oates is in his second season with the Tide, and they're enjoying an incredible run. Alabama is now 17-5 overall, number 1 in the SEC at 12-1, and ranked number 8 in the country. Oates and the Tide have some business to take care of in the here and now, like sewing up the SEC's regular season title.
I wouldn't have wanted to make a public prediction that we'd be 12-1 after 13 games in our second year. So, probably exceeding expectations. But now that we're in, I'm a little irritated we're not 13-0, to be honest with you, because I feel like we shouldn't have lost that one. But we got to take care of business. I mean, no, we have not talked about what it takes to clinch. None of that. I think once we do clinch it outright, if we're fortunate enough to get to that spot, we'll congratulate them. It's good. I mean, shoot, that's a big deal for these guys to all of a sudden now be where they're at with the leadership, Petty and how hard he's playing and the leadership he's given us and what Reese is doing along, Herb and Tyler. I just think that'd be great for them. But no, we're not going to talk about it till it's done, over, and then we'll congratulate them, and then we'll get ready to play the next game, whatever that next game would be.
Meanwhile, the Alabama baseball and softball teams will be in action this weekend. Baseball will open their season tonight in a 3-game series against McNeese State. Meanwhile, the Crimson Tide softball team will host the Bama Bash, where they'll play 4 games in 3 days. Alabama faces Liberty and number 8 LSU in a unique situation.
We have to extend thanks to them and Liberty because, obviously we had a team drop out, and then we had to redo the schedule. So everybody's, you just never know what's going to come your way. And I think both schools handled it really well. We had an opening, and I said, hey, you can come over here since we don't play them in SEC this year. And so she said, yeah, we'll do that, because it's also good for them because we have the SEC tournament in May. So all of her new kids that have not played here now have an opportunity to play in the Rhodes House before May 12th. So it's a smart move on her part. And so, it was supposed to be 1 game on the last game of the tournament on Sunday, but since, Gardner-Webb had to drop out, she was okay with playing us twice. And then and Dr. Dot Richardson as well from Liberty, she was okay with the schedule change. So it's going to be a fun weekend.
And that wraps up your sports brief. Our program continues next.